This is spEarz to the streets. 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 This to the streets, to the streets, to the streets, to the This is spEarz to the streets. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street.
I've seen Mitchin multiple times live, and if there's one thing that I know is that woman is always going to entertain. This is why it makes no sense as to why she has been with World Wrestling Entertainment for 3 years and still has yet to have any of the promotion's encrusted gold entrusted around her waist. On the latest edition of SmackDown, Mitchin had an opportunity to attain the U.S. Championship from Giulia in a match where the knockout veteran dominated the champ. Mitchin won the early exchange of blows and consistently forced Giulia out of the ring, toying with her, ziplining behind the champ's waist and taunting her opponent by playing cat and mouse in between the ropes with a Tree of Woe spot. But every time Mitchin got cocky, Giulia countered, blocking a baseball slide with a reverse neck breaker, turning to eat defeat into a sit-out powerbomb. The champ took heavy punishment. But whenever Mitchin met her with a signature or her finisher, Giulia was able to get ahead of her in this Asiatic cross-continental go game. Such was the case that when Mitchin focused her finisher on Giulia's valet, Kiana James, outside the ring, Giulia took advantage of the planned distraction, ramming the contender with the Arrivederci, allowing her retention, and gifting James a route for the post-match beatdown on the vet to her heart's content since, uncharacteristically, B-Fab was nowhere to be found in Mitchin's corner to even the odds. All the women's ring gear in this championship bout was interstellar. Giulia's ring gear was colorful and eye-catching, with low-cut tights that accentuated her body to give credibility to the lustful claims of the majority of the WWE universe, while Mitchin in black, gold, and plaid, with her ever-present bandana, looked perfect in red brief tights to allow the audience a peek at her thigh tattoo. Kiana James in a short skirt and the plunging cleavage on her corset demanded attention way before any of her antics outside of the ring. The only person missing here was B-Fab. If Mitchin isn't going to be taking any singles gold home, why does Triple H continue to waste her as enhancement talent in these U.S. title matches that are good enough for PLE placement but end up mid-card on house shows? The last I saw B-Fab was when she was playing valet for the Street Profits at Clash in Paris. She could have did the same thing for Mitchin at this match. But why those two are not beating Bliss and Flair for tag gold at this point boils down to Triple H's poor taste. It's cool to see Mitchin taunt Giulia in ring as a vet, like when she playfully smacked the champ's backside after a 2 count from a one-handed cannonball. But all this hubris means nothing if there's no gold produced by the end of the production. 3 years and still in the mid-card. If I were Mitchin, I would take my talent back to TNA, because a match like this shows how underappreciated Mitchin is in the WWE roster, while her presence in the WWE universe is doing SmackDown a favor, not the other way around.
This is spEarz to the streets. spEarz to the streets. spEarz to the streets. spEarz to the streets. This to the streets, to the streets, to the spEarz to the streets. This is spEarz to the streets. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street.